In this video, we'll demonstrate how to select a cohort based on some criteria of a relative. For example, we could find all mothers with chronic pulmonary heart disease that had children that were born with a low birth weight. To begin, select Query UPDBL. Start New Query. We'll go to the Diagnosis tab and select the Utah Inpatient Claims. Deselect Utah Death Certificates. Under ICD search, let's search for the code 416, which just happens to be chronic pulmonary heart disease. We can expand that to see everything we're selecting. Let's select them all and add the criteria. Now, to find the children, we select and relationship. And we have a choice of relationships that we can choose. In this case, we're interested in child. Add criteria. Now let's add the requirement that the child has to be born with a low birth weight. We'll select Add Criteria, go to Birth Details, and there's our birth weight. We'll select Low. Add the criteria. Now we can review our query. Starting at the first line, had an inpatient diagnosis with the following ICD codes. There's our heart disease codes. And had a child that meets the following criteria, whose birth certificate indicates a low birth weight. That looks correct. Let's select and run the query. And since we have several ICD-9 codes, let's group our results by the diagnosis and run the query. Here we can see that of those 4 or 5 codes, these were the only 3 that have been diagnosed, with 416.8 having the highest count. And this concludes our demonstration on how to select a cohort based on their relatives.